Best tactics in Rainbow Six Siege. Communication. Number 1. Always number 1. Communicate with your team. When you die, your job does not stop. If you join a match and there's no mics on your team, it's not worth it. It's time to leave. Your chances on improving your stats reduce drastically when you're on a team with no mics. There is no way for you to communicate with your team, and all you're relying on is blind markers and hoping you can translate what they mean. 1 or 2 mics is doable. No mics means you need to suck it up and find a new match. Be comfortable. Use the time in situations to get comfortable with the controls. I mean, get real comfortable. Make sure you take those extra few minutes to dial down your sensitivity for vertical, horizontal, dead zone accuracy, and while aiming down the sights. I mean, really dive down. Here's a tip. You're gonna want your vertical sensitivity lower than your horizontal sensitivity because chances are you will be leaning and moving methodically, always having your cursor vertically sound most of the time or within reason. When you're in a combat situation, you will be relying on moving horizontally more than vertically. Always be ready to change your controls depending on the class you chose. For example, when I choose Ash, I have the ACOG as I use this class as sniper support. So when the round changes, I will lower the sensitivity under while looking down the sights. So that way, I can support my team with more accuracy. Support. When you die, your job doesn't stop, but it merely transitions into a new role of Overwatch. Your job is to find the bad guys via all available electronics and tag them for your team. You can communicate with your team whether you're alive or dead in Rainbow Six Siege, so use this time as a game changer. Being a good support to your team is just as important as being the guy with the most points and kills. Siege is all about teamwork, so if you're a lone wolf or your ego is too big to risk getting killed to revive your teammate, then go play COD. Be prepared. Play out scenarios. Always end the scenario with you living, and you will. Be prepared for anything, including someone breaking the window or door of the first entry point with automatic gunfire. The bad guys aren't always in the back. Being prepared means taking action with seconds notice and changing the scenario from the hunted to the hunter. Know your surroundings so you can escape and be prepared. When you're escaping, use those surroundings to your advantage and you will find lots of natural cover, not just corners and kill holes in Siege. Use them, not only when defending, but know your surroundings when you're attacking as well. Make sure you check the floors for feet, walls for kill holes, and sometimes, just sometimes, you will find a hidden corridor. Know your surroundings. Sightlines are golden. I mean, golden. Use what sight you need and not one more inch. This is the difference in you surviving and being a team leader and hero, and you getting laid out in front of everyone, made to run support on electronics the rest of the round. It blends with sightlines, leaning left and right. Get comfortable with both directions. That's why it's so important to adjust your controller's sensitivity, so you can do this flawless and smoothly. Not everyone has the same sensitivity, so make sure yours is set up for you, not the person who played before you. corners are just as important as sight lines. Use them. This isn't COD. Use your corners. But make sure you realize the material behind it and if it can be blown up. It is best to find a corner near an escape way that you have a clear shot if any enemies come up, so that you can retreat to get a better tactical location if the need arises. Put your back to a reinforced wall with a jammer on it, so that way thermite has no use. For the attacking side, do your recon. If that door is reinforced or can't be blown up, try the wall that leads to a small room that has the perfect tactical advantage that you need to secure the win. And when there is a gunfight, don't be distracted in one direction, because chances are you will get flanked from behind. You wouldn't eat soup with a fork, so don't pick Kapkan if you're not setting booby traps. Pick the right operative for the job and coordinate with your team on the objective so you pick the right operative for the job. Again, if your team isn't working together or they do not have mics, it's probably the best idea to leave the match and find one that has players who are looking for Rainbow Six Siege's full experience and want to work as a team. You might not always know the future of the round. Actually, you should never know the future of the round. However, you can work as a team, plan a strategy, remember to spread out a bit as not to get shot together, have a support mate watching your back, and stick together. Remember, if you're willing to run across the map to revive a teammate while nearly getting killed yourself, that extra help could mean you facing off 2 versus 1 or an even match. Whatever class you choose, remember to use their ability. Especially for Mute, you need to throw down his jammer as soon as possible so you can block those drones from coming in and finding your location. I love Kapkan. Booby trap those doors and windows and do it methodically. Strategy works on both sides of the battle. Get those shields up and watch each other's backs. Stay calm and be patient. Do not panic when you hear footsteps. Just listen. Clear all communications except what's needed for combat when the round begins. Because it could have been on there. Sometimes the police are very thorough and they will put on there if the cop was in her way when she got in an accident.
Yeah, and I'll make sure on the police report when I murder your ass that my gamer tag, my real name, my social security number, everything's on there. So I don't really give a shit if I go to fucking prison. I will find you, I will murder you, I will murder your family, I will murder every offspring that you plan on having, already have, don't have. Your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, whoever's associated with you, your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your cousins, your grandmother, your grandfather.
What if you're associated with me? Would you kill yourself just to prove a point? Watching for footsteps is a good indicator where they are, as well as when you need to ignite the C4. Don't panic just because you see someone. Take deep breaths and prepare for battle. This is Siege. Small teams and great battles. Now breathe, be calm, wait for it, just wait. Take your shot and secure the victory. Use these tips to make your Rainbow Six Siege's gameplay more enjoyable and hopefully one-sided on your part. Enjoy the game and remember, work as a team, not as a player. Thanks. I'm Redneck. Leave this video a like and subscribe if you're new to get notified when I release new videos and to join the Redneck Nation. Peace.